Iranian Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei promises to punish the Zionist enemy in his first comments after the United States joined Israel's attacks on his country. US President Donald Trump has hinted at the demise of Iran's leadership, saying if the current Iranian regime is unable to make Iran great again, why wouldn't there be a regime change? Israel and Iran continue to trade attacks as the world braces for Tehran's retribution to US bombings, with President Masoud Pezeshkian saying the Americans must receive a response to their aggression. The UN's nuclear watchdog says there have been no reports of increased off-site radiation levels following the US bombardment of the Fordo, Natanz and Esfahan sites. Iran says more than 400 people have been killed and at least 3,056 others wounded since Israel launched its attack on June 13. In Israel, at least 24 people have been killed in Iranian strikes. The UN Security Council met on Sunday to discuss US strikes on Iran's nuclear sites as Russia, China and Pakistan proposed the 15-member body adopt a resolution calling for an immediate and unconditional ceasefire in the Middle East. During the meeting, the UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres asked the Security Council to act immediately and decisively to halt the fighting and return to serious, sustained negotiations on the Iran nuclear program. Meanwhile, Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi is expected to hold critical talks with President Vladimir Putin on Monday, just 48 hours after a major US strike on Iran's key nuclear facilities. A suicide bomber has carried out an attack inside a packed church in Syria's capital, killing at least 22 people and wounding dozens more, according to the state media. The explosion in Dwella, on the outskirts of Damascus, took place as people were praying during mass inside the more earliest church on Sunday. No group immediately claimed responsibility, but the Syrian Interior Ministry said a fighter from the ISIS group entered the church and fired at the people there before detonating himself with an explosive vest, echoing some witness testimonies. The death toll reported was a preliminary one. Rescue teams from the Syria Civil Defense continue to recover bodies from the scene, a statement on Telegram said on Sunday. Official state agency SANA said that at least 63 others were wounded. Some local media reported that children were among the casualties. The attack was the first of its kind in Syria in years and comes as the fledgling interim government led by President Ahmed al-Shara is trying to win the support of minorities. At least 7 people have been killed and several injured in an overnight Russian missile and drone attack in the Kiev region, the Interior Minister has said. In a post on social media, Ihor Klimenko said residential areas, hospitals and sport infrastructure had been hit. At least 6 of those who died were in a high-rise building in the capital, Kiev's Mayor Vitaly Klitschko said, adding that 22 others were injured in the city. In recent weeks, Russia has been carrying out massive aerial attacks on a Ukrainian city. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is traveling to London to discuss the conflict later on Monday. In the latest barrage, 352 Russian drones and 16 missiles targeted Ukrainian territory, mostly in the Kiev area, the Ukrainian Air Force said. Ukraine's emergency service posted footage showing shocked residents being led away from a destroyed high-rise building that was still burning. Moving on to news on weather. Met Office, in its weather forecast till 6 p.m. tomorrow, said light to moderate rain or thunder showers with lightning flashes and temporary gusty wind is likely to occur at most places over Rangpur, Mymensingh, Chattogram and Sylhet divisions, and at many places over Rajshahi, Dhaka, Khulna and Borishal divisions. Besides, moderately heavy to heavy falls likely to occur at places over the country. Night temperature may remain nearly unchanged and day temperature may fall slightly over the country. the country's highest temperature was recorded 35.1 degrees Celsius at Mongla, and capital Dhaka's highest temperature was 34 degrees Celsius. Moving on to news on sports. Bangladesh Cricket Board announced a 16-member squad for the upcoming 3-match one-day series against Sri Lanka today. The squad consists of 7 batsmen, 5 pacers, 2 spinners and 2 all-rounders. Chief Selector Ghazi Ashraf Hussain announced the squad in a press conference held at the Sher-e-Bangla National Stadium in Mirpur. All-rounder Mehdi Hassan Miraj will lead the side in the ODI series. Opener Mohammad Naeem Sheikh returned to Bangladesh's ODI squad after almost 2 years, while pacer Taskin Ahmed has also made his comeback to the team after recovering from injury. Their first 2 matches will be played in Colombo on July 2 and 5, while the third and final match will take place in Palikale on July 18. Zimbabwe's Christy Coventry took over the presidency of the International Olympic Committee (IOC) from Thomas Bach on Monday during a handover ceremony at the IOC headquarters in Lausanne, Switzerland. She is the first woman and the first African to lead the global sports body in its 131-year history. More than 700 assembled guests, including IOC members, athletes, Olympic movement representatives, delegates from international organizations, political leaders and IOC staff, witnessed this emotional ceremony. To end the bulletin, headlines once again. Future world must be made through utilizing experience of scouting, says Chief Advisor while opening Cup Carnival of Bangladesh Scouts and distributing Shapla Cup Award. Former Chief Election Commissioner K.M. Nurul Huda remanded for 4 days in the case filed by BNP over conducting the physical election. Hearing on the rule regarding administering the oath to the President by the Speaker to be held on July 7. From August 2024 to till now, 1,717 acres of forest land recovered from illegal occupiers, informs Environment Advisor. At least 86 people killed in a missile attack from Iran in Israel. Meeting held between Iranian Foreign Minister and Russian President Putin. Russia is ready to assist Iran, says Putin. And BCB announces 16-member squad for one-day series against Sri Lanka with Mehdi Hassan Miraj as captain. And that's all from the newsroom for the moment. Thank you for staying with us, and we invite you all to watch our next Bangla news at 11 p.m. Until then, Allah Hafiz.